You are so aware of the story of Neerja? All of us were aware what happened? Yes. There's a plane which took off, there's a hijack, she saved lives, etc., etc. Okay. Question number one which people ask me, is that picture sachi ki nahi hai? What is the truth in the picture? My answer to that is 95%. 95% of the movie is absolutely accurate. And that is thanks to two guys. One is a guy called Aneesh Bhanot who produced the film, and second is Ram Madhwani who directed the film. And I call them pure souls. Because they could have twisted the script anyway they wanted, but they did not do it. They went strictly by what was facts. There is a little bit of add-ons here and there, but nothing which deviated from the story. To become a first-time producer, I want to produce one film. I don't want to make it on a sister. Because it's a story which must be told. And that's a line which is repeated very often after that. It's a story which must be told. मैं तो नहीं करा था, पर अतुल खासकर को ना करने थोड़ी चिंता गई. And it was total chance, coincidence that my brother Akhil, his name is Akhil, he and I were going to Bombay the next day. The Mount Kya actually that Bombay aa rahe hain, so he'll come and discuss this with you. ये phone पे गलानी हो सकती है. We went to Bombay of course the next day, but we didn't go and meet him because we were not interested. And but his office kept on chasing us. So 3 days later, we met at a small cafe in Bandra. It was Atul Kasbekar, his partner Shanti Shivram, one of their colleagues, I forget her name, and Akhil and me. And you know what happened was that somehow in the first 5 minutes itself, you know, things become very comfortable and cordial. That you open up with anybody. That's what happened between all of us. The atmosphere became so cordial. And the reason why it happened like that was because Atul came and his opening statement was, he said, if you allow me to make this film, I promise you one thing. I'll keep the dignity of Neerja, the other passengers and the survivors absolutely intact and alive. And so he said, okay, fine. Within 10 minutes, we told him, ठीक है, साढ़े बना रहा है, but we want approval of the script. Plus, we need approval of a super boss. A super boss was the mother sitting in Chandigarh. So, अच्छी चंडीगढ़ वापस आए. मम्मी ने कहा इतना जी पिक्चर बनाता था तो चंगा पता लगा था तो ठीक लग रहा है. Plus, we said script approval. My mother said, I'm not bothered. Script please देखो. एक रोल कैसे करना है मैंने नीरजा तो और बुलाओ. लाटो और कहते नीरजा तो कहती थी लाटो. लाटो रोल कैसे करना है मैं बुलाओ मेरे सामने. तो बात तो फोन किया मैं क्या मेरी माँ ने क्या नहीं. So he said, okay, no problem. We'll come to Chandigarh and meet her. So a month later, 4 of them came. Atul Kasbekar, Ram Madhwani, Saivan Quadros, the guy who wrote the script, and Sonam. Sonam came a little bit later. These 3 guys came first. And we were told that Sonam is going to come only for 15 minutes. She's just going to come to meet Mummy and then she'll go away. But she'll come for some other work actually. So around 7 o'clock, Sonam finally lands up. So she walked into the door and there's a sofa, my mother sitting here. As she walked in, my mother said, "Ye to meri laddu hai." Because the resemblance is amazing. In the movie there are so many places where we can't make out the difference. Kithe laddu ka, kithe Sonam aa gayi. Okay? So anyway, the atmosphere again became very cordial, very nice out there. And the result was, she had come 15 minutes, she left after 5 hours. So 2 baje ki kar apne hotel ka. And then they started the research, and that is where the accuracy comes in. Because they cross-checked everything. Even what we told them, they went and cross-checked that. And we felt very good about that, because that's a professional way of doing things. Because if they're cross-checking what we are saying, it's obvious they're cross-checking everything which everybody else is saying. Lesson in essence, be professional in your approach. If you be professional in your approach, you'll be successful. And that is the success of the movie. 140 crores plus. Okay? When you realize that you are going to Canada, how do you feel? What did you feel? What was the first feeling? Anybody? Homesickness. By the carpet. Who knows homesickness? What was the first feeling which you got? Excitement. Yeah. What else?
Some fears.
Some fear? Total fear. What some fear? Dar. Dar is an essential part of our life. And that is where I bring Neerja the movie back inside. Because Neerja gave 4 lessons to everybody which is going to help you in your life if you imbibe them even a little bit. पहली चीज है कि डर जैसी कोई चीज नहीं. Everybody is scared. Nothing great is about that. But how do you overcome your fear and be of service to yourself, to your fellow man, to your community, to your state, your country, your nation, the world. That is the lesson which Neerja has given, the movie, and Neerja the person. And that is the lesson for you. कि डरने वाली कोई चीज नहीं है की, वो तो बंदे ही है, की फर्क पड़ा है, right? So overcome your fears and see how you can be of service to others as well as yourself. As well as yourself is also very important. You can't be just Florence Nightingale, by the way. That is history. At the moment, if you don't look after yourself, you will never be able to look after the other person. If you are not happy yourself, you'll never be able to make the other person happy. So important thing is to be happy yourself first. How can you be happy? What is the first thing of being happy? To do the things which you like doing. If you do the things which you like doing, it doesn't look like a job anymore. And I give you my own example. I'm a plain and simple BCom from DAV college, right? And I went to Bombay, and my first job was a management trainee in a accounts firm, in a car dealership. जितना next आया ना तले, उतना 60 साल की करके अपनी थी. सारा job सिफारिशा मिली थी, उतना तो मिलती थी नौकरी. सिफारिशा नौकरी मिली, and I used to have long hair, bell bottom पता अपने तो समझ आता था. Everybody feels like that when you come out of college, you feel I am the best. You know what are these guys do? ये मुझे पता, मैंने पता था कुछ. थर्ड भी होना, कहते हैं you get also kicked out like I got kicked out, right? So I used to say कि यार मारते हैं, मैंने पता है, I know how to do business. Till I read a book and I was disgusted, fed up with life. वो किताबें लिखा थी इधर तो लाके debit credit करना था. Till I read a book. The title of the book was Tactics by a guy called Edward D. Bono. Edward D. Bono किताब खोली मैं, उतने बड़ा ही quote लिखा उसका. The quote was, find out what you like doing best, which is very difficult to find out. Huh? So find out what you like doing best, then find somebody to pay you for doing it. देखिए क्या है, इतना कमाल की गल है. Find out what you like doing best, then find somebody to pay you for doing it. And I left my job. कार के चक्कर पे. आपकी छाटा है. ये करेंगे तुम बीच. Blah 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 blah. But I went and joined an advertising agency at the bottommost level, and I flourished out there. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. So the important thing is, enjoy what you're doing. Now, what do? You are in nursing. How will you enjoy yourself? How will you enjoy yourself? By? Sorry?
By doing job in hospital.
By doing job in hospital, तो अलग नहीं है job. How do you enjoy yourself?
By charity and passion.
Oh, Florence Nightingale वाली गला मैंने लगा. Caring for people, वो नहीं. How will you enjoy yourself? Okay, I'll give you a simple how you. I'm a layman. I know all these things. But as far as nursing is concerned or healthcare is concerned, but let me tell you, when you go into hospital, there are various streams, right? You look at the one which you are interested in the most. Could be pediatrics, could be maternity, God knows, whichever. And then you increase your knowledge of that subject, and you make yourself available. Be proactive, make yourself available in that field, so that the people, the doctors around you also realize that you are interested in that particular stream. Okay? So that you channelize yourself, you push yourself into that stream. But at the same time, the danger in that is you shouldn't look over ambitious. You should look at अपने आप को पता की समझ नहीं है, की समझ अपने आप को, ऐसी मारी जाती है, right? So your knowledge also you show, not by showing that I am smarter than you, but I have knowledge. That within yourself, that knowledge. You can be happy in any job, anywhere. This I have learned after so many years. I'm going to be happy if I have the accountant job also, if I use my brains at that time. But I did not. Right? Now come to, I'll give you my own experience. I in a very hospital, not as a healthcare guy, as a patient. But I'm a diabetic from 1983. The patient का पता क्या होता है? मैं सोचता मेरा थोड़ा कुछ होना तो दूसरा होना. मैं तो अपना थोड़ा ऐश कर लूँ. So over a period of time, I'll give you examples. Holy Family Hospital in Bandra, in Bombay. I was admitted out there for a fever which wouldn't go away. And I actually had paratyphoid of a very funny strain which they could find a very difficult to diagnose. Finally, when I got it, it was just 2 days and I was out. But took a month to reach that place. What is very interesting? Nurses are part of the philosophy everywhere. I don't think in Chandigarh especially it is. कोई करता सही है कि जब हालत नहीं था ना कि फीवर और पूछो कितना है 99 जब भी पूछो 99 हटा से हाँ कर रहे बोल रहे टोल्ड माय मदर थर्मामीटर लाया। सो टाइमिंग तो पता कब उन्होंने चेक करना है, 5 मिनट पहले अपना 103 कितना है 99। सर मेरे को लगता है मेरे को 103 है, तो they would look at me, एक तो अंतर्यामी आ गया कि Monday the nurse asked me, why do you say that? When we tell you use 100, 200, 3, I get these waves in my body will tell me. When I was discharged, finally I told them I had a thermometer with me. Because I went home like this, trying to hold on to the sides. जब मार के हाथ के तो आ गए. So obviously it is all morphine zindabad. Anyway, I'll tell you from my experience that a nurse can make or break you. Doctor will come and go. It's a nurse who's spending time with you. The expression which she gives can either make you worried. See, when you are unwell, na, everything worries you. Everything applies to you. जो कहता बंदा आगे कहता ना थाने अप्लाई होता. ये बीमारी है मैंने अप्लाई हो रही है. ये बीमारी है मैंने अप्लाई हो रही है. So your expression makes all the difference to a patient. Remember this, huh? That 99 had a major. That's the reason why I used to say 99 is because they never wanted to make you feel that you got very high temperature. Okay, it was part of the policy of the hospital, right? The difference between a PGI and a private hospital is PGI, the nurses are amazing. Attendant nu list अंदर आप वही ले हो. पर जैसा ये कैंसर होता जितना आप लेसा है ले दे वही ले हो. फिर उसी सेता बढ़ते आना करो. तो एक जन में run. So my wife says never PGA because she has experience once. But I'm going away to PGA for a cataract this time. That's a minor thing. Anyway, I went blind. My retina got detached. All diabetes side effects, which I thought will happen to somebody else, not ever to me. And I experienced PGA at that time, right? To my mind, and please don't mind my words, the nurses are there a disgrace to the community. A disgrace. I am using the word disgrace because all they can do is think of how to get money out of you. Okay? Never be like that. Never even dream of being like that. You are here to do a service, and it's a very noble service at the end of the day, whatever my mind might say. Right? You are going to a foreign country. You are going to look at an Indian who's there. So what do you have to do? You have to make sure that you keep the dignity of Indians alive. It's a responsibility. You have to make sure that people don't run away the Indian. You say, oh, Indian? Very good. It's not only for you, it's your next batch, the batch after that, the batch after that. You are going to be foundation, and hopefully the batches before you also be the foundation for you. You must get respect from the doctors, from the patients, from everybody. And that responsibility is yours. Right? शुरू तकलीफां आनी है, part of life. तकलीफां आनी है, थोड़ी तकलीफां कहीं घट गई है. तकलीफां आनी है, bear them, look at them positively. I read a very interesting thing the other day, that there's a guy who's driving by, going at high speed, at a decent speed, a taxi guy. And then a car which suddenly comes out from the side. So that just brakes and stops and he avoids the accident. But that guy, like a person to the only. Oh, tera tu gita hai. This guy just smiled, waved to him and went on. So the passenger was sitting with him. He said, "Galti hoti thi. Why did you wave to him and why did you shortcut at him?" He says, this guy explained to me the concept of garbage truck. He says some people are like garbage trucks. They got garbage in them, which they like to throw out. One is I could have taken the garbage and then thrown it at other people. I decided that I am not interested in the garbage, in keeping the garbage. So if you are sustain that in a life, remember when a patient is unwell, he will say a lot of things which he doesn't mean or she doesn't mean. Okay? It's because of stress, because of whatever. Learn to take it. Learn to take it in a positive way. Don't take it personally. It's not saying anything to you personally. Or she's not saying anything to you personally. This comes out. I know it because I have done it myself. I remember that the physio person who asked you, she would come and say, paise karo. I said, tell. Because you don't want to do it. And one day I remember I told her, "Sir, what a useless job you got, all the time coming and hustling me here. So she just did smile and went away. She could have turned around and said, shut up, you're the patient, do what I'm saying. But she just smiled and went away. And that time it didn't impact me. Today it does. That she could have done so many things. I'll give you another example of Neerja. Many years ago, when Neerja was in school, we were staying in Bandra East in Mumbai, in a place called Patraka. And she fell down in the house. There was nobody at home at that time. She fell down a phenyl bottle and she got an injury out here. So our neighbors took her to Sion Hospital and they stitched it up and she came back. And she kept on saying, it's paining, it's paining, it's paining. So 2 days later, we took her back to Sion Hospital and they opened stitches and a piece of glass inside. And it became septic. So we didn't want to keep her in Sion, so my father took her to CLEA Hospital. And she was admitted in CLEA. And for nearly 1.5 months she was there. And they used to, the pus used to develop, so they used to, I don't know what the technical term is, they used to drain it out, you know. And finally they said we have to amputate her leg. And my father said, one day, give me one day. My father used to dabble in homeopathy. And there's a medicine called Cilicia. He said, give me one day. And he gave us Cilicia one day. Try it out if somebody is really in bad shape, you know, for septic. Cilicia, the lowest potency possible. 2x, 3x, something like that. Within one day, that blue thing started disappearing. What are there? And she became okay. So it was destiny. If she had got amputated, she never got joined Panan. Her destiny was to go and save lives. Right? She went into marriage. And that is, there are 3 other lessons which Neerja said, which Neerja gives. Remember that will also help your life. One, of course, is nothing to be scared of. 2 is, never tolerate any injustice. 3 is, never compromise on a self-respect. Like she had a bad marriage, she walked out of it. Okay? So the third thing is, never compromise with self-respect, never tolerate any injustice, and then nothing to be scared of. There's a 4th message which is for parents, that is you must support your daughters. But that is not for you guys at the moment. Right? Okay. Any questions?
I think you should ask questions.
Questions. कमाल की बात होगी मैंने किसी पूछेंगे बोले right? Okay, then thank you very much and I hope you have a lovely time, a great life, enjoy yourself. Remember that, enjoy yourself. Do whatever you do, enjoy yourself. And never compromise your self-respect, never tolerate injustice, and don't get scared. Overcome your fears. Right, thank you.